again. If it goes back out. If it keeps, just make sure you keep going because it's sorted out, don't worry. It's sorted out, don't worry. But anyway, we are live. This is MRW News, and we've got some very interesting stories for you today. But I'll tell you about the event that we went to today, which I'm sure a majority of you have watched, because I did it. A lot of people on our live today. We were at the Festa Italiana. Lancaster's Festa Italiana, there we go. So this is an Italian festival, which basically is in Lancaster, so obviously, you know, England, and basically we're celebrating Italy, which I didn't actually know about until I had this like little catalogue that said about the events in Lancaster. I was thinking, hang on a minute, there's something that's Italian. They do quite a lot of Italian and like in Lancaster, which might be the fact that they do it, because I was like a bit shocked, like, because I study Italian, you see, so you know, it was just a bit weird thinking like, what are you doing that for? But actually it was a very good event. There's quite a lot going on, as you can see on our live. We were listening to this person who was singing, and they were doing songs, and we had quite a good time dancing along. Even got on Italian TV, I did, dancing, because, you know, I'm a dancer, so obviously I'm a good dancer. Well, I mean, I'm pretty positive I'm a good dancer, pretty positive. But we've got 247 Train has said hello, so hello. Well, I've just a quick look at Tracy's comments. Oh, and Neville's here! He says, hi everyone, and Tracy. Thank you very much, Neville. Neville gave me some money, and we had the discussion on live. This is working. Comment
working. I can't. Just no way that's
Can we go outside?
We're gonna have to.
Right.
I can't even get on anything now.
Can't watch off the okay. We're going outside, so I'm just gonna cover you just because we've got. Right. Right. How's this then? Is this better? Let me just adjust myself. We're outside now. I had to put my shoes on. I'm a bit knackered of these shoes, but they're my shoes, so.
Are you just going to stand up? You're asleep?
Yes, but I had to, you know, juice themselves down. This one's been a bit sprayed on, thanks to Billy. So we're just going to sit right in the middle of the road, I think. I mean, we've got two neighbours that are going to drive in. One of them does not drive in every night, so chances are they probably will have a bit of a visit. And Neville says that's better, Tracy says that's better, and Kevin Wood says that's better, so we're better. It's wet as that sea, but we'll sit on it. Oh, yours is really wet.
Oh, you just carry on littering. I'll just have to sort everything out.
I'm really behind. The neighbour might come out, but oh well, she understands probably. Now, where was I inside my conversation? Yes, I was talking about. I put that on the floor because we're out here. It's been a bit wet, but anyway, I was talking about Neville because I was talking a bit about Neville, but anyway, I'll just talk about the conversation. So I was saying about the fact of how much food I've eaten today, which has made me a little bit sick. Because I had all the food which I was talking about, and had a rice ball. So what it is it's like.
I'm going to put your coat on the seat, Matilda. Sorry.
No, it's got very wet today. It's been pouring down the rain. And now
My seat is absolutely disgusting. So
this is an Italian thing where it has a filling inside the middle, and then it has like rice on the outside, but it doesn't actually feel like rice. It's a bit different. And then it has like these fried like breadcrumbs around it. It's really nice. So we had the meat first, and then we had a discussion on the live trying to work out the fact of whether to have another one. So basically we had a discussion, argument basically, because mother didn't want me to buy another one because they're worth £5 each. But then I got one because of, well, Neville paid for one, so it's good. And I've had half of it, and I've saved you for half after this live.
Oh, I've lost my paperwork now.
You keep interrupting me.
I'm sorry.
One thing which I do struggle with, which is probably not too good, I was doing an interview today and I had the same problem.
Let's back.
I'm
back, everybody.
And when we do, we do lives with Billy. When the engine's running, I really struggle talking and having noise inside the background.
Do you struggle talking?
No. I bet
nobody's noticed
when
that.
When it's just the noise, I just struggle. So sometimes, yeah. But anyway.
Anyway, we had a wonderful time today. Because tell them who we met.
Oh yes, go on.
We met Kevin Wood's workshop.
Indeed.
Yes,
so Kevin Woods is one of my followers. We will get on to the news, don't we? Kevin Woods is one of my followers, and we were dancing along to, I don't know what song it was.
Frank Sinatra, one of them.
Yes, We were dancing along. I know what the second song was, but I didn't know what the particular song was. So we're dancing along, all happy, and we finished. And then he popped up and says, "Hello, you sis." Hello. So it's very nice to meet him, and also his wife we met as well, which was a treat. So it's very nice to meet you both, and I'm glad that you're watching and supporting me. So thank you. And then we had a little dance to what's the song called? It's a very nice song.
I can't remember. My head's gone. I can't remember. Trace will remember.
I love you, baby. I love you, baby.
And if
It's quite alright, I love you, baby. So we danced along that song, which is a stunning song. And then we danced along, well, we didn't actually dance along though. Anyway, and then we went to a pasta making workshop, which was wonderful.
I'm going to put a video of that. It was really interesting.
Yes, I've still got the pasta, but it's sort of got a bit squished together, so I need to fix that. But yes, and I'm going to, it's bank holiday tomorrow, so I don't know if the charity shop will be open, but and they have a pasta machine there, which was for £5. I didn't buy it, and I think I should have done, so I'm going to put her down there and get a pasta machine. I can make pasta without a pasta machine, but I think I might get myself a pasta machine. And then I think I should start making pasta. What do you reckon?
Well, Chris Johnson's Adventure says hello.
Hello?
I'd never heard that Kevin was in Lancaster as well.
Ah!
Everybody knows about Kevin. What if it starts raining?
Well, you know,
got a
we've done a live today and it's had a rain, so... Oh, did it rain?
Neville says, to be fair, Rob had a hand in it too. And Tracy says you're now meeting your followers. We've met quite a lot of our followers.
We met a lot.
We do meet a lot.
The other day we were at Horton...
at the railway station with only three people there, and one of them was our follower.
I think the other one I don't know. Basically, I came on the track, I gave him a nod, so a nod is a nod of respect. With a nod to somebody, you know, respect. So
if you get a nod, you know what that is.
I mean, not necessarily.
It's not just got a wobbly head.
No, it's like...
Tracy says someone's trying to ring, but I have to ignore it. Yes, you do, Tracy.
Well, I was considering... I'm sorry, Tracy. I know I need to ring you, but the problem is Shakespeare, because it's so late evenings, I haven't had the time to ring you.
It's probably Billy. I bet it's Billy, Tracy.
Yeah,
so the minute we get on a live, he never rings you, but the minute we get on a live, he'll be ringing.
So.
It does feel like rain. I think it's going to rain.
We'll have to sit inside the car.
I'm not protecting Matilda, I'm protecting the iPad.
Yes, she cares more about the iPod than me. And the iPod and the guitar, she cares more than definitely Billy.
Oh, the guitar? God, yeah. It is raining. We are sat out in the rain. We're going to have to move again. Right, we're in the car now.
Well, let's just keep going.
We'll be like Rishi Sunak.
Oh yes, did you? I mean, I didn't actually
even get a brolly.
I didn't even watch the thing, but there was a reporter was talking
we know nothing
over
about
him,
politics.
and it showed the video on it. I know quite a lot about politics. I've considered running for Prime Minister. I think I'm going to do it at 60, so...
You're like Meghan Markle.
I'm considered. They say if Taylor Swift goes to Prime Minister, she'll get in, and I can't blame them, you know.
Well, she's not from England.
No,
I thought she was American.
No, she'll be American.
President.
Yeah.
I was going to say.
Because of, you know, obviously every Swiftie is going to vote for her, aren't they?
Yeah, they would. I bet they would. I bet she would actually.
Yeah, because she's only done one political thing, which where there was this vote going on, and she didn't agree with the person, so she did that one call out, which she I suppose. I mean, I don't fully understand what she was saying, so I don't really have an opinion on it. But she obviously it was a big thing because of all of the team was saying, you know, you could halve your audience. Because obviously, you know, that comes to concerts and stuff, so she had to do a big thing, I suppose, to have that political opinion. I mean, I don't particularly care, so whatever I want. But, but it is raining.
It is raining, I thought it was raining.
It is raining. And there's also Ferraris there, and there was also loads of scooters as well, which we had, oh now sun's in my eyes. Why did you just pop up, son? Look, it's just literally popped up.
This is just a joke, the internet doesn't, it'll start snowing in a minute.
Well, I would prefer snow than rain.
There'll be a thunderstorm. Something will happen. It'll get washed away.
So we're going to start with the news. Because of, well, anyway, basically, I've done a live on the event. So you can go watch that, and then I've done a video actually. It's already out of the scooters, not the actual full event though, because we did pasta making and stuff like that. But the scooter video is out. So once you finish watching this, you can go watch that. If you haven't already, though I don't know if you've managed to fit it in because we posted it 10 minutes ago, and I think it's how long is it?
Sorry?
How long's the video?
Or is it about 15 minutes?
So, I mean, you couldn't possibly fit it in. If you did, well done. I think there's a long comment there. But,
right,
I think Mother's just sharing the video, so I'll just leave her to do that and then we'll read the rest of the comments. But I think we've got some from Tracy. But anyway, I'll start with
better not have gone for a phone
Now,
call.
I know some of my subscribers are going to this, because I remember them talking about it, and I do sort of want to go to it myself, but I think it is down south. So if you have gone to it, then send me pictures of it. Because
Jake's gone to it.
Yes, I thought somebody had. I mean, having a wonderful time after the Zoom, because I'm going to tell you why. But if you have gone to it, which is Jake, then you can go tell me, because it's going on now, actually. It's been on Saturday, Sunday, and Bank Holiday Monday, and we're on Sunday today, so it's actually on. So you can go send me pictures of it if you like. And also, remember, any news stories you have, send to me, we'll report on it. So, this is a newly built steam locomotive. We'll be allowing passengers on for the first time this weekend. Probably already now, they've already happened probably. Obviously, this report's been made before. Now, hundreds, counting you, steam enthusiasts will be gathering to see this train, which is number... Oh,
do you want me to get up?
So this is a picture of it. Oh, I haven't seen the picture of it. That looks like a very good beast. Is that? Look at that picture. It's a very good picture as well. Very good. Looks like a very nice bridge that's coming out. That looks like a stunning bridge. Actually, look at that bridge. It's like a castle bridge. I would like to see one of them bridges and one of those steam trains. And wonderful carriages. Look, there's what going on
Look,
there.
I'm prepared. New brolly today.
You're blocking everything.
Home bargains, $2.99. I'm doing my own news show. I'm prepared.
It really is properly raining. My seat's already got water all over it. Number. Thank you. Oh, I didn't even explain. Yeah, basically Rishi Sunak didn't have an umbrella on him, so basically his whole jacket was covered in water, which obviously, you know, he's the Prime Minister.
You think they could have run to an umbrella?
You know, if Prince Charles put his finger out to get an umbrella on him, you know, what about, you know, Rishi Sunak?
What about poor Rishi Sunak?
I mean, I understand if you don't like him. I mean, I don't, you know, but still, you can have an umbrella. He is Prime Minister. He should have an umbrella. So he's basically, and he didn't even have a raincoat on. He just had a normal jacket on like this. So he was just dripping down. He was pouring down, but his hair didn't move a single bit. It must be some hairspray on there. Anyway, number 6880, Betton Grange at the Cotswell Festival of Steam.
And it's on this weekend.
It is on this weekend. It's
and it's still on. You can go tomorrow.
Yes, you can go tomorrow. So if you want to, obviously finish watching this, but you can pop it down there. Now, I suppose you could probably watch my other video while you're travelling down. So go on, you know, go down there. So this has been constructed as a steam train so basically it's made itself. So basically, who is it? Bolton Grange Society has led this build, and they've actually built this steam train themselves. So they've used parts of scrapped locomotives to build this, and it's cost estimated $1 million. Do you want the umbrella?
1.3 million.
I don't mind.
I need to put it over my iPad.
It was blocking the sun now. Estimated $1 million.
1.3 million.
1.3 million pounds. It's cost a lot of money to make, which I suppose for a steam train is going to, isn't it? And yeah, it's led by them. And so this steam train, 80 of them of this range class of locomotives were introduced, made before, were stopped in 1939 due to the outbreak of the World War. Due to the outbreak of the Second World War. And they said that this will be the first ever gathering of because there's three locomotives that have. There were 3 locomotives that have been built in the 21st century in old gatherings. This is the first time of these locomotives gathering, and they are blah, blah, blah. They are number 2999, Lady of the Legend, and number 9351, which has no name. Which, to be honest with you, I think they could have named it something.
Yeah, I mean, it can't take a lot to name it, can it?
No.
Unless they have to do a process.
Still, you'd name it.
Jake will know.
And the festival, but we already told you when the festival runs from. So, just comment below. Have you been? Are you going? What's happening? Are you planning on going? Are you upset that you're not there? What's happening?
I'm sat here, right, and this is my life, what my life has come down. I am sat here in the middle of a yard with an umbrella over an iPad, protecting
Do you want to just wait there?
They're doing got this on GB News. She's just gone now. So I am sat here with a brolly. I think there's going to be a thunderstorm. It looks dark.
There's no way you're going to hold an umbrella, is there? Right, now.
Right, I better do these messages. Hang on. Wait for it. Oh, God, there's loads. Been raining here in Coventry. Chris Johnson Adventures. Been
You're
raining.
you're blocking me. You can't
Oh,
block
sorry.
me.
Oh God, this is it's really
You're not even
hard
covering the camera now,
work.
you're just covering yourself.
It's really hard work. Hooking Bikes. Hello, Matilda.
Hello.
Chris Johnson Adventures. Been raining here in Coventry. British weather. It's just going to be a nightmare.
Thing is, we either have it too cold or too hot.
Right, Neville's done a one that probably is another story, Neville, to do next week. What do you think of national service at 18, Matilda? I was just reading about it, Neville, before. I haven't looked into it because I've been away. But he put around and he says that you've either got to do national service or you've got to do work in the community. And he goes, voluntary work in the community. Well, it can't be voluntary if it's mandatory. So the man's, well, I'd say an idiot. So he turns around and says, oh, we're going to force you to do one or the other. But it's voluntary work. So he's telling us how to educate our kids and he can't even get, you know, basic English correct. So it's another story, is that, Neville? We'll have to do it that next week. But
well done for bringing that topic.
yeah, it's a topic we'll cover. We don't usually do like political things, but I think people will be so annoyed.
Yeah.
I think it might be worth talking about. And Roger Pritchard said, how's the driving going? Has your mum been taking you out in your car? Have you practiced rally driving in it yet? From West Sussex. Yeah, Roger, she's going in the field. We have to go privately, obviously, because of her age. But we are going to do it.
Well, we do a video on it, actually.
Tracy says they do Neville in Greece and works well, so Tracy's for national service. Luke Green, Aka, Tattoo Terror. Where in UK are you? We're in Lancaster. And Shutter Your Face says steam nice enough. And Neville says, on reflection, Tracy, a good idea. So that's back to national service. He might agree with it. I don't know if he does or not. Kevin Wood's Workshop, nice umbrella. It is, Kevin, thank you. I got it today from...
There's 2 umbrellas.
Is it Home Bargains, the one in
Maybe
Lancaster?
We don't know which one he's talking about.
It's not talking about mine, obviously.
This is technically yours.
And Raymond says, hi Matilda, took me at least 3 attempts to catch another stream. Yeah, we've had to come outside. And it's 2 internet connections because of the public one, and that's bad, and it's ours. So I think it might be something to do with this storm that's coming. Shutty Face says thumbs up for Matilda. Tracy says thumbs up, and Shutty Face does a smiley emoji. Right, I can't do the stories with the umbrella because I've got one hand in.
Goodbye from me.
Right, go on then. Next. I've lost mine anyway.
Right. Former Beatle member Paul McCartney.
I haven't got that one.
I put it in there.
Right, it's not there. Right, go on.
I think I'm just going to struggle on one word. Has become the first billionaire and musician in the United Kingdom. Yeah, United Kingdom. So he's gained enough £50 million. You know, right for him. I bet he's not sat out here doing, you know, he's got a little room with private internet and everything.
So it's become a first music billionaire in the UK. Look, all that money.
From having 950 million, he's gained another 50 million, which will make him a billionaire. So this is according to the Sunday Times rich list. Obviously, this has all just come out, so obviously we're all going on about who's, you know, pointing, you know, who's rich and who's not.
We're not on it.
No. Right down the bottom of the poorest. That'll be where I am.
We should have a poll. They should do a poll list.
And then the next year, we feel sorry for them. They'll be on the rich list.
Yeah.
And it's like endless circle. So this boost has come from touring. Obviously, his hits of music. You know, Hey Jude, Here Comes the Sun. You know, all of his hits, obviously. And also covers by Beyonce, which I wasn't aware of. But she has a new album out, so I wonder if that's part of it. So I mean, if that's boosts his money, how much is Beyonce paying for these covers?
I think it's the people that buy the record as well. He'll have a percentage when they buy it.
Is Beyonce not away and just do a video on YouTube?
Possibly not.
You just never know.
You'll have to contact her. Say, look, Beyonce, you're getting this wrong.
This is really raining. You just do a little video on YouTube, man. You know, just have a little sing-song.
Right, I'm going to have to move really close to this to cover me and this.
If the starts thunder, I am running inside.
Oh, I know, it'd be great.
Yeah, but lightning, umbrella.
So what do people think about... Oh, sorry.
But you can still comment, but just let me finish. McCartney, who is 81, I wasn't aware of his age, but he's 81, who grew up in Liverpool, is 165th on the list. Now, King Charles, yep, King Charles. He's got 610 million, so he's gained another 10 million this year. So this is private fortune, wherever that's coming from, I don't know. But I suppose
He has a
invested into
duchy
things.
thing, doesn't he? He has a lot of land
Yeah,
that he rents out that is
yeah,
personally
I was
his.
thinking that because he can invest into things, can't
Yeah.
he, as well.
And
Yeah,
I think he does stuff like he makes stuff, doesn't he? Like jams and stuff like that, and sells
they
it.
like the jam, don't they?
Yeah. And they'll just buy it because it's the king's. Well, especially when he became king. You know, they'd have bought it when he was
Oh, he's
prince.
only gained 10 million. He's been
Only?
king. Yeah, but it's the thing, you know,
That's a
when you're
lot of
that-
money. That's in
Yeah,
a year.
to us it is, but to him,
I don't know. It's a lot of money
I
to
mean, it probably
anybody.
is still a lot of money, but still, he's still become king. He should have gained a bit more. I mean, you know, ish. Anyway, so he's gained another 10 million. So now he's 258 on the list. So basically, Paul McCartney's higher than the king. I mean, he hasn't got obviously the same, you know, king. I'm sure everybody knows the king more than.
Oh, of course they do. Everybody knows the king.
Yeah.
He's got the thunder.
Although somebody. Oh my god.
Tracy says she likes the improvising. Tracy, this is what my life's become, Tracy. I'm sat outside in a yard. I've actually got my pyjama bottoms on because I didn't think I was coming out again and I was going to be inside. I'm sat outside on an old deck chair because I couldn't get any chairs ready, obviously, holding an umbrella over an iPad. That's what it's come down to, Tracy. You got Raymond says you got less rain than we do at the moment, so it must be raining down
Are you outside?
there. Are you outside holding an umbrella over an iPad?
When it's thunder and lightning, when lightning strikes metal.
It's just a very basic news challenge, is this? It's going downhill. At least we're inside before.
Somebody, they were doing an interview with GB News asking people, and he says about the fact of Rishi Sunak, one of his policies. And he asked somebody, he says, oh, what do you think of Rishi Sunak's new policy or whatever? Or what do you think of Rishi Sunak, maybe the question was, and she said, who?
Yeah, she didn't know him. That was funny. That was so funny.
She didn't actually know him in the end, but she took a bit of, reminding.
Kevin Wood says it's not raining yet in Pillin.
No, it's not.
Shut Your Face says risky as a lightweight. Neville says well worth the discussion. Well, we'll discuss it next week, but with just a yes or no, do people agree with national service? Just comment whether you agree with it. I don't agree with it, but I'll put my reasons forward next week.
I'm the child here.
So she won't agree with it. But I have my reasons. But do people agree with it and do people not agree with it? And we'll discuss it next week.
The thing is that you got to think of that. That could take.
Tracy says, yeah, we need a story about it. So, yeah, Tracy, do you agree with it? Do you not?
Talk later about it.
Discussion is good. That's what the news is about. Raymond says $1 billion is FU money lol. Neville says you should get together with Taylor, 2 billionaires. They probably do know each other, I bet. All these billionaires will, won't they?
Did she know she did? I think she did sing something. No, that was Neil Diamond.
Raymond Legg says, my money has wings. Every day it seems to totally fly away. So does mine, and it seems to fly away when Matilda's about, Raymond.
Oh, Billy.
And Neville says, I'm one with so many notes behind on the list. That's in. I bet I'm behind you, Neville. You might have gone behind, losing that £5 today. You might have moved behind me. And Tracy Smith says, at least you aren't using brollies over Billy doing the cars.
I don't even know where he is. We came back. I don't know where he is.
Don't know where he is, Tracy.
He's gone. But oh well, who cares?
Well, I do.
Do you?
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
It's this son thing, she always cares about it.
I do. It's this odd thing.
Anyway.
It's this odd thing that I care about my son.
This Indian-born British businessman.
I'm going to have to read that, am I? Well, I haven't got the paperwork.
What's his name?
His name is Gopi Hinduja.
He's at the top on the list, I would presume, of Britain, not in the world, because probably Taylor Swift. Well, actually, she's only just become a billionaire, so. And his family, with a whopping amount of 37.2 billion, up from 35 billion in 2023. It's the largest fortune ever recorded in the History Rich list.
So he made 2.2 billion last year alone. That's just dirty, isn't it? How would anybody need that much money? Just think of all the charities he could give that
But
to.
I mean, I suppose people say, right, that I watched this thing where somebody said about the fact of, what's his name? The really famous guy who runs Twitter.
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk.
says about the fact of how much money he owns. He could give £1 million for every person. But sure, that's all right saying that. But the thing is, you gave £1 million to everybody else, all would happen is everybody's got £1 million and money would just rocket up, wouldn't it?
Well, nobody would do any work. But he won't be thinking of that. He'll just be thinking, I don't want to lose my money.
No.
But no, if everybody got
If
£1 million, the world would
You could just give it
collapse.
to loads of charities. Exactly.
Because nobody would need to do anything, would
Yeah,
they?
but then after that happens, money will change, because what would happen is, for a loaf of bread, people would charge loads, wouldn't they? That's what would happen.
Oh, I don't know. I never thought of it that way. That's a good thought.
Because there wasn't that country where they had no money, just produce loads of money, and then you'd need, like, they actually just physically
They used to,
produce money.
there was a country, and I can't remember it was, somebody will know, that they used to go buy a loaf of bread, they used to take a wheelbarrow with the money in, because money was that worthless.
Exactly.
But I can't remember which country it's about. I remember reading about it. Tracy says maybe Abby. Yeah, we haven't got Abby on tonight, Tracy. I wonder what's happened to her.
Maybe it's because I said that. Well, I mean, Billy could be here, you know. He can pop round that corner, Abby.
Yeah, come on, Abby. He could come.
He can pop round that corner, I tell you.
And if you buy a CD, we'll make sure he does come over here.
Yes, we will. Then. Make sure he's sat right next to me.
Raymond Legg says, a moving truck almost pulled down the power and cable utilities lines in front of my house. A lot of scurrying about to pull the wires away from the truck. I bet they were. I wouldn't like to be pulling power cables away from a truck, would you?
Well, I'd just walk away.
Yes, I think I would. Bannett says, hi.
Hello.
Chris Johnson Adventure says, what would you do if you was a billionaire? And Tracy says, that's a good question. So what would you do if you're a billionaire?
Put it all towards my music career.
But you'd have some left.
Well, yeah, but once I put it all towards my music career, it'd just come back up again, wouldn't it? Because if I have advertisement, and I'd able to do tours and stuff like that.
I'd give people
you'd obviously
stuff.
do, you'd obviously
I
give to charity.
couldn't sit on £1 billion. I know I couldn't.
But the thing is, if you put that into your music career, you're doing more money, so you'd able to put it.
But we
into
would
charity.
anyway, because we're skint and we give money to charity.
Well, for starters, also.
So if you're gonna have £1 billion, you're
Yeah.
gonna. I quite enjoy that though. I quite enjoy going out and giving it.
Also,
You will, because you love giving Christmas presents.
Yeah, and also the fact of it, what I'd do is I would give it, but for the very first moment, I'd probably get everything fixed, because if if it ever goes away from me, something happens, my car's fixed. I'd do something like that, fix up the house or something like that. So I'd put it into something that I know I'm going to gain from it, and then after that, I'd probably buy a house just back
And we
to
get Tracy a Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
So she could
Get
pose
Tracy
about
a Rolls
Ireland.
Royce, yeah. Get myself a Highland cow.
And get
I mean,
Tracy a
miniature
Highland cow.
Yes, I'll get Tracy a miniature Highland cow.
Even if she didn't want
Well,
one.
no, she wants to go. I'll get one of them. She wants to go. And then what I'd do is I'd start putting it towards. But I mean, I can do both at once. So I'm putting towards the music career, and then I start giving it charity. Probably up my plant stall. But then it's supposed to probably come back again. But I don't like plant stall.
I close down every battery hen farm. That's what I do. I think that's the first thing I do.
Chickens.
No, because then they get more chickens in. I just buy up every single one so that nobody could have a battery hen farm.
You just be sat there going.
And I'd buy loads of land so they could just walk round. I think that's the first thing I'd do.
Yeah, what you could do is buy a massive big mansion. I don't want a mansion meaning the fact it's big. I want like.
I would hate a big house.
No, what I'd want is an estate, so I have loads of land. But I want my house to be remotely big in the fact, for example, I have a dance room and stuff.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't want it massive because I'd have to clean it. I suppose I'm a maid. But this money's going to be gone.
She was a billionaire for 1.5 days.
And what I'd do is, I can't think of the future of paying it off, hence the reason why I need to do a music career so I can pay off this money. I just want something that's unique, like a castle, and very like a cottage. I just want something that's unique would be my main game. And then I get a Highland cow too, actually, so you can friend maybe 5. And then I do the chicken thing.
Kevin Wood's Workshop says Matilda will be a billionaire one day.
I hope so, because if I'm a billionaire, that means my music career's been
Northwest Railway Enthusiast says, when's your next plan to chase a kettle? I don't know when the next one is. Raymond Legg says, I give a lot of that money away and have enough to live comfortably and buy model trains. Yeah, I'd give it away. Not all of it. I'd like to have it so that I didn't have to worry about money.
I know it's nice giving it away, but you've got to, if you put it into, I mean, obviously it's different.
This is £1 billion, Matilda.
Yes, it's not actually as much as you think.
It is.
Not when you put it into, not when you're dealing with big things. I put it into my music career so I can earn more money and I give it out. Because if I just spend it all, then I'm thinking, well, I can't earn any more. In the long term, charities will be better. Like, for example, Taylor Swift has loads of money, and every tour place she goes to, she gives out loads of money because she has the money to give out.
Charlotte Castley Stone says, hello, hope you're all doing well. We are, thank you, hope you are. Ron says he's nearly a billionaire.
Oh, well done.
He's been selling drawing pins. Well done, Ron.
Wait, let me just think.
I'd stick to that.
What's a drawing pin?
You know what a drawing pin is?
No, I do.
Stick
It
in.
rings a bell, but my
Yeah,
head's fixed.
the drawing pins that you'd stick in things in. That's in the car. A drawing pin, you stick stuff up with it. A drawing pin, Matilda. You know, with the little things with the head and the pin. They're in the car, in the door
little pins that
pocket.
you stick things up
Yeah.
with, they're not called drawing pins.
Yeah, they are.
They're pins.
No, they've got pins that you do sewing with and stuff like that. Anyway, he's been selling them and he's doing very well.
Oh, well done.
Chris Jones.
Probably saying that, probably just owns the company.
I bet he sold them to me. I've got a box. Chris Johnson Adventures says, lol, good thought. I will put half to go all the theme parks as possible. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Like to go around on
Did
that.
he go round them all?
Oh, well done.
Neville says, Ron, what's your number? Obviously going back to the billionaire thing. Big time Charlie Potatoes says, you sound local to me. Tracy Smith. Tracy says, you could see Swifty. You could afford to have a view on concert. That'd get rid of a few million. Tracy says you'd spend it.
Up your career, and then she'll be asking you, and I'll just say yes.
Ron says just going to put up mind to it. You're young, make millions easy. Easy. I'm going to start selling drawing pins, Ron. Charlotte says, how can I find homeschool curriculum materials that align with my child's interest and learning style? God, I just let her learn herself, and Billy learn themselves, and she just sort of like Billy wanted to do the carpentry, and the rally cars and the mechanics, and I just added everything to it. So, for example, the carpentry, I'd do the history of wood and growing it, it'd lead on to something else. The mechanics do the history of cars, and it started going into the mathematics side then, and carpentry certainly went into the mathematics side. And Matilda wanted to do all the dancing and the presenting and everything, and obviously just like now she's home educating herself, just learning about the news. So that's the way I did it.
Also, you got to do whatever they're interested in, or even if they don't have a direct thing, anything that just, like, for example, Billy, if you need to count with him, you say how many diggers.
Yeah, when he was younger, when he the bits he didn't want to do. Because he wouldn't do anything at school. When he first went, he did go to school, and pulled him out because I was just getting so many bad reports about him. They couldn't handle him. As soon as I pulled him out, things like maths that he didn't want to do, I had to count in diggers and stuff like that, and he was a joy.
When I went to school,
she's just so easy. It's unbelievable.
When I went to school, it was quite bad, and they do things like, for example, obviously, I mean, I wasn't the brightest there, and I had my friend who, she was.
Well, you both had learning difficulties. Your friend had
so
learning
they put us on a
difficulties as well.
table.
They put 3 with learning difficulties, and one poor girl had severe learning difficulties, and they put them all the 3 on the same table. So obviously they were just bringing each other down rather than putting the mix so they could learn from others.
But the thing is, like, for example, if when I don't understand something, they just weren't doing it right. You just need to adapt, basically.
Tracy says, my mum thought you were my daughter today and said you resemble me.
Oh, well, thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Mum. Yes.
And Neville said, I just used the same drawing pins I had inherited years ago, so you've not made anything from me, Ron. He might have made the first ones that he sold to you, Neville. But I'm going to get into drawing pin sales. That's it.
Sounds like a good business.
It sounds like a plan. Right.
Right,
That was a long... And it's going to be a thunderstorm.
I know. I'm
It's getting windy now. I think this brolly's going to go.
Should we do the next story?
Yeah.
Now, a pensioner with eyesight
Impaired vision. Well, I've got them ready for my picture.
Is travelled.
This is a great story.
Miles every year. It's not just 600 miles once. Every single year. So here's a picture.
There's a pony.
So she's travelled on this pony, right? And as you can
called
see,
Diamond.
And she's got this dog as well. And she travels all these bags up. I mean, it's great, really.
And the dog's called Dinky.
Really story. Sorry.
Can you just grab my news, which is going? Thank you.
Okay. So she every single year, and so she's travelled on her horse, and so she's 83 is how old she is, and she's travelled since 1972, where she's been making this trip. So she does it every autumn. and she's so familiar with the trip, which she's come from her hometown, or her home, should I say, is it Hexham?
She's in Hexham, Northumberland, and she travels to the north of Scotland every autumn. And she's now done it that much. She's friendly with business owners and community leaders, and I think they sort of take care of her on the way. So she rings them and says she's at such and such. But it's quite a story, isn't it?
And she covers 15 to 20 miles every single day, and it sleeps inside a tent. And I mean, even, you know, like when I slept inside a tent, it got flooded straight away.
I wouldn't want to be
And it was
83, I must
horribly-
admit.
Exactly. And well, I mean, she's been doing it since 1972, so she's clearly likes
It can't have
it.
been with the same pony, though,
No, I suppose not.
because it would be a very old pony.
Getting world record. 7 weeks that it takes to do this trip. She lives on porridge, oatcakes and cheese. She has an old mobile which lasts up to 6 weeks of battery, which is very true, they can do. And she refuses to travel when it comes to bad weather and wet rain, and she has to find different routes because of the weather, and she refuses to go up hilltops in floody weather. Jane, who has the vision,
She has impaired vision, and
So
she
she-
uses an eye patch.
and she says you've got to be careful when travelling on the side of the road because of bottles and cans and pizza packaging and all sorts of things. It can be very bad because of Diamond, her pony. When she steps on them, can get frightened, and she has to take off the side of the road. It's very hard to get her back on the side of the road because it's very dangerous. And she used to run a riding school, so she's obviously had a few horses because she used to run a riding school. So. And she enjoys doing this trip, and the majority of her life she's been self-sufficient, so she's been working off her land as well as training all the ponies for her horse school.
I think it's a great story, that.
I
And
mean,
to say she's been doing it since 1972.
I know, it's not even like she's just been doing it
And
for
I
the
don't
past
think I'd
2
like to
years.
set off that now on my own, and she's
No.
83. I certainly wouldn't want to do it when I was 83. But the pony, it must be so quiet with the dog in and the bags on the back, and it just pottering down the road, isn't it?
But it's also like, you could be middle of nowhere and you're stopping inside a tent. You wouldn't do that if you were like, you'd it's a bit scary, obviously, isn't it? You don't know who can be round the corner.
Unless she's got set ones now she's got older, where she's like, if she came here, she'd be on our lawn, do you know what I mean? And she's got set places, because she appears to say that she has a lot of people that she can get hold of. I was just looking at the messages. Neville says lovely story, and Tracy says good story. And Layman says I don't like thumbtacks, I end up stepping on them. And Neville says very true. He says my mother can't see very well, so she always drops at least one of those drawing pins, and I end up stepping on them. Ouch! Doesn't sound good. So yeah, good story that.
Very good story. You've got one more, haven't we?
Yes, we have got one more. Have you got your paperwork for it?
You never printed it off.
Did I not? Oh.
I don't actually know anything about this
We
story.
just found these pictures, and we just thought it was really funny. These are from years ago, what you used to be able to get.
You want to take that?
Yeah. This is you used to be able to get a dog
So-
bag.
You can get a dog bag. So obviously old cars, it had these like ramps on the
Running
side.
gears on the side there.
Yeah, and you could open the window, clip it on, and then clip it onto the bottom, and put your dog inside the bag so if you don't want your dog inside the car. And there's also other pictures. Have you got the other picture?
Yeah, just hang on. So if it's like the middle of winter, you'd have to have your window open, but your poor dog would be out in the freezing cold. And this one here, it's got
This
a
one's
cage on the
This
side of
one's
his
a bit more
car.
better 'cause it can lie down by looks of things. The
bet-
actual cage on the side of the car. So the question is like, what would happen nowadays if you did that? Like, we'll be all over the Facebook page.
Oh,
I mean,
could you
like,
imagine?
Oh, the notification. You'll see the
Could-
connections that later. It's something that's coming.
Could you imagine
Yeah.
nowadays if they did that? And that would have been quite the norm, to put the dog outside and
But
just
you've got
travel
a
it
posh car,
outside.
haven't you?
Yeah.
Because you're going to have a posh car if you've got a car in that time. So you're going to be, thinking, I don't want my car dirty because of you. So
No.
you put it on, yeah, so-
But could you imagine now if you put a dog in a bag at the side of your car and trundled off? It's just unbelievable what they used to do. People
I
would
mean,
be going,
to be honest, in this day and age, probably the majority of people will notice, and there'll be one person who catches some camera and everybody will notice.
yeah, and puts it on the local Facebook group.
Exactly.
So Tracy says my mother is blind in one eye and partially in the other. Neville says thicker slippers. That's obviously going back to the drawing of the drawing pins. And Raymond says, once she dropped 8 and 4 ended up stuck in my shoe. The other 4 went into the vacuum cleaner. So.
It's annoying when you get them stuck in your shoe.
Oh, it is. You can hear them, can't you? Going along.
It's like, you know, tapping to tap. But you don't actually feel it. Unless you have really thin shoes.
Gucci Lover says, were you at Kelso scooter rally, Matilda? No, we were at
it was-
Morecambe.
Well, it wasn't actually supposed to be at Morecambe. Basically, they had to stop off on the trip there. And one person burst a tyre as well, which was like thrilling. They were going to the Italian festival because of scooters. These particular scooters are very Italian. So basically, they were going to the festival, which was a very good day out.
Yeah, so they met at 10:15 at the Eric Morecambe statue in Morecambe, and then we followed them down, didn't we?
Yes.
Videoed them setting off. It's on the video. I put it out about an hour ago. It's a really good video. They're great scooters. Charlotte says, you are an amazing role model, and I can only imagine how much love and support you shower upon Matilda. What a lucky and bright young girl she must be. That's me. Me, not you. Me. And
she's a wonderful mother, I must say, even though sometimes she doesn't annoy me. But I probably annoy her more than she annoys me, to be fair. So, yes.
I really annoy her when I say I only have to say a two-syllable word, two-letter word, and that annoys her, and the word is no. And she goes fuming.
It annoys me sometimes when like, for example, when I'm doing something like, you know, learning musical instrument or like singing and stuff, and I say, how's that? She's like, getting better. And I'm like, you don't mean answer any time.
That's what she does. She'll write a song, or she'll play ukulele or something, and she'll go, how was that? And she wants me to say, oh God, I was just thinking of George Formby when I heard it, or, you know, oh God, that's a Taylor Swift song. And if I turn around and say, well, actually, you know, you need to do this on it, she throws herself on the floor and says, so you don't think it's good enough? And I said, well, I'd be a bit of a bitch of a mother if I sent you out when I think there's something wrong with it. So that's what she does. And Turbo Tim's World says, when is Billy going to get his own channel? He's not that bothered, is he? Because I was talking to somebody today when Matilda was doing the pasta making, which we're going to do a video about. And it was really interesting. And somebody came up and I heard them say, that's Billy Walden's sister. And Matilda didn't know about this. She just heard this for the first time. She's like, what? Billy Walden's sister? So he goes, that's Billy Walden's sister. And I remember how big Billy was, basically. We used to go out. I remember going rallying down south, and somebody came into Aldi and they went, oh, Billy.
I find I was in London and I got recognised.
Yeah, but they wanted, I'd go into places and they'd ask it for a selfie with Billy. You know, it was, and his advert on All Four, we've got more than the Derry Girls. It had 20 million views on it, and he was doing so well, and he was getting adverts coming and stuff like that, but he just didn't. Then he sort of potted off, and he's done more coming onto your channel, hasn't he? He doesn't bother with his Instagram or anything, does he? He doesn't bother. No. And he'll do something, and he'll make something really brilliant because he's so clever. If something breaks, he'll mend it with something else. He is brilliant. Like when the cement mixer broke and the bearing went on it, he got a bearing off an old micro and put that on and welded it on. He can just do anything like that. And he'll make something really fantastic, and he'll come pottering up and he'll go, oh, I've just made such and such out of such and such. And think, Billy, did you not think to tell me? No. I said, well, we could have filmed that, Billy. And he goes, oh, yeah. He don't bother. So I think if a big channel came up to Billy and says, right, we've got a TV programme for you, I don't think he'd bother. He's just in he's just in his own world, just pottering about.
Just happy.
Not
like me. I like to
Neville says Charlotte and claps. Raymond Legg says, I might get me one of those electric folding scooters. I can zoom to the store and back in about 5 minutes. Don't encourage her, Raymond. Gucci Lover says, respect to you, Matilda. Mick Midland Scooter Club. Tracy says, Smith says he did try it. And Raymond Legg says he's get the electric scooter. And the other thing with I think that put him off a bit, going back to that, just remembers when Tracy says he did try it. He used to get people ringing him up, and they wanted to do a television programme with him, and they wanted him with another lad, which we didn't know about this because we'd gone miles away for this interview, which they encouraged us to go to. And we didn't know about this. He actually knew the lad that he'd be working with, and he'd gone to school with him actually before, as I say, he was home educated. And they wanted the lad to go around and buy antiques. That's what he does now. And he wanted Billy to mend them. And they got it all set up, and they were saying, right, do this, you've got to do this. And they kept ringing up and saying, we've been to this producer and such and such and such. And so he got all this, and then they just went, oh, he's fallen through now, and that was it. So I think he got a bit disillusioned with it all, and he just didn't have the drive to do it, to do that, to be bothered with all the messing about, because there's loads of messing about.
There's loads of messing about.
So that's just what he's chosen to do. Kevin Wood's workshop said Billy made a toilet roll holder with pistons. Yeah, that's the sort of thing he just does.
You can go see that. Yeah, do that.
So yeah.
Did a live and that's
Kate says hello. Hello, Kate.
Hello?
So it's starting to rain. I think we've just pulled it off.
I think we have indeed. Well, don't forget there's a video that's already out, and we've got loads of videos that we need to edit, which are going to be out about the festival.
Yeah, you might be getting quite a few videos coming at once because there was pasta making. There was the whole place, wasn't there? There's the supercars.
But I also have.
I've done the scooter one.
I also have a smaller channel which I might possibly be on as well, so you can go see that. For some reason when you search my name, my smaller channel comes up first, which is a bit weird because I think a bigger channel, but it just slightly annoys me. But yeah, you saw it just got down a bit more. So yes, have a look at that. And there will be videos coming over to the bike one which I had today. So thank you very much for watching this. See the live.
Oh, the thunder! Just heard it then.
I'm going to go finish eating my rice thing. So thank you all.
Gucci Lover says Matilda is going to the top. I know, a winner. And Raymond Leg says Billy's toilet paper is safe and sound. It certainly is. Anyway, thank you very much for watching.
Yes, even though, obviously he's my brother, so I'm going to slag him off at every opportunity.
Neville says bye. See you, Neville.
Bye, Neville. I am going to, thank you very much for the rice. Obviously, he's good at things.
He's brilliant. He's like, I just think he's a genius with some things that he comes up with, and he can mend anything, and he can cope with anything, and he's great. I mean, anything that we're doing and we struggle, we just go, ask Billy, don't we?
So I got a bit too relaxed.
And when he did that Good with Wood, and he got...
It's not called Good with Wood.
Well, it was going to be called. It was World's Best. Anyway, it was good.
Anyway, it's called Britain's Greatest Woodwork.
It was Good with Wood, and that's what it was called before when he did the pilot. Lost my train of thought then. When he got chucked out, it was trending on Twitter, the hashtag. I can't remember what it was, but it wasn't Billy's been done, but it was something that rhymed, because they thought he should have stayed in, which I think he should have stayed in. I know he should have stayed in.
The thing is about TV is it's very, you can before you even choose the people or whatever, before you even start doing the filming, they already choose who's going where. Yeah. That's the issue.
Well, when Billy I went to pick him up when he got to the semi-finals, and they had a thing that he had to do. So they had certain things in it that he had to do, like it had to have, this was a drinks cabinet, it had to have a light in it, and it had to have a locking door, and there were other things, but those were two of the things. And if he didn't do them, that was a fail. So Billy was the only one that got the light in it, 'cause finished in the time, and finished it with the lock on. Anyway, there was one of the people that beat him. I saw the drinks cabinet, and I looked at it, and I said, oh God, Billy. And the door was no word of a lie. There were two folding doors, 1/4 of an inch out on one side. I said, how the hell did they beat you? And he says, and it didn't have a light, and it didn't have a lock on it. So
the thing is about camera, you can just change it so much, can't you?
He just changed it. So I think he got a bit disillusioned with it, to be honest. Chris Johnson's Adventures says, I'm new and just learning. Happy to subscribe. I'm autistic too. Yes. Thank you for subscribing.
Thank you very much.
Charlotte says farewell, wish you all the best, and
yes, you too.
Kate says bye bye, have a nice evening to you both.
All have a nice evening.
Kevin Yasser says, can you have your number? No, you can't. And Tracy Smith says he shouldn't have gone. I think he should. I think he learnt out of it, Tracy. I think he should. I don't think he regrets going. I don't think he regrets doing it at all. I think he enjoyed it and he learnt a lot. But
he got to be honest.
And he learnt a lot. He learnt that, people don't stick to the word, because he did follow all the rules. And Chris Johnson Adventures, sunny again now here. I think it's going to thunderstorm.
So we're going inside. So thank you. See you
later.
Thank you.
Bye.